Let me know if you can see me. Hi everyone, hi Tom. Now let me check the chat. It's a Saturday night. Saturday night here in Queensland. It is Friday in other places of the world. Hello Nellie, good morning Nellie. Good morning Liz. USA is in the house as well. Thank you so much for joining us, partners. I do regret that I can't see the other chats globally, but welcome to all the other chats all around the globe. Today we're going to have a program for you. I'm going to go over that in the very next few slides. But welcome and thank you for the warm welcome from everyone in our community. It's great to see you in the lower half of the world. This is what we do every Saturday night. We don't go out anywhere. We get together and we socialize with our own partners. Welcome to the webinar. My name is Rita Ashin, and in our community, I am a president. And you know, it's been a great journey being part of this company. I have been in this company for over 3 years now. And in that time, what's so great is there's so much education that as you grow and learn, right, you grow and learn and you get what I like to call badges along the way. So if you look at my bio, there's quite a number of things there. But for example, the third line says host. Genius of Finance. Now, certain trainings we have, they can be online trainings or they can be somewhere all around the world. Well, I myself, with a lot of other partners, and let us know in the chat, say, yes, I did the GOF training. If you came to Belarus a couple of years now and did that Genius of Finance training, let me know in the chat if you did that training as well. I'm going to be reading out some names if I see someone who did that training. Genius of Finance. And you know what? We were lucky enough to be featured in part of the video as well. Okay, I'm sure if translators, if you see a yes in the other chats, please give them a shout out. Congratulations to all of those people. That's what happens in our company. You study something, and then what you do is you can go and take the training, get certified in that particular course, and then you add that to your bio, right? And also with Master Profi did the same thing. That was a wonderful course that I took here on the Gold Coast, and the trainers then were Neil Morris and Andrew Hawkes, and Mila Sergikova came all the way to deliver that training as well. So another thing that I can add to my bio, and that is, if you're new, this is what you're going to do in our company too. You're going to learn, you're going to study, and you're going to add things and build up your bio. And you know, it's something that you can be proud of. So with that aside, I've got a few things that I'm sure you've already read. Let's get on with the webinar. So can I have, yes, the next slide. Thank you so much. So our program for today is going to differ just a little slightly from what you see in front of you. I'm going to go over the current news, and there has been a lot of news lately. Now, we were looking forward to having a training on how to present the Evorich business correctly from the lovely Annette Martinzoni, but unfortunately we have some technical issues in that area. So we are going to take that training and it will deliver that to us next week, Moscow time, same day, Saturday, and that will be at 12 p.m. And so that's going to be postponed till next week. And then at 3 p.m. we're going to have the Ambassador and Local Council training, which is a closed training for specifically for our leaders. So what I'm going to go over today is the latest news It's very overwhelming. There are so many changes right now. So let's go over those one at a time. And also I want to talk to you about the schedule for Saturday webinars. So you know exactly with any given Saturday of the month, you know, okay, is this the first Saturday? Well, then such and such is on. Is it the second Saturday? Okay, it must be this. So I want to make sure that you are armed with the knowledge of the programs for every single Saturday of the month. So let's get to our first piece of current news. Thank you. Okay, this is huge, something that we have been working toward for years now. The UGPay Group, there is a tab in the back office. Now, if you don't have the tab in your back office, what is going to happen right now is if you check in your chat whilst we're speaking about the slide, our moderators will put a link in the chat for you so you can register for UGPay. So let's just go over that again. In the back office, we have several tabs. We have an Evorich tab, an API tab, a CRU tab. Some of you may have other tabs. If you have not seen one that says UGPay Group yet, then please check into these chats momentarily and you will see a link where you can register. Now, register with the same, when you're registering on that link to activate this tab in your back office, just register with the normal login that you do when you're going to your back office. Normal login name and your login password. Okay, so let's talk about the UGPay Group. It's already started the sales, right? They happened just a few days ago. And on average, one crypto unit, one WCRU, is equivalent to 40 units. The bigger the package, yes, it does, the prices do go down a bit, but on average, it's about 40 units, which is equivalent to 40 US cents. Now, for the revenue, the 50% of the total sales are going to be turned into assets. Okay, now I know with the crypto unit program, we had 40%. This is increased by 10%. So we're going from 40% to 50%, which is fantastic. Also, the CRU points remain as a bonus for training payments just till the end of this month, right? So after the end of this month, from February onward, 1st of Feb onward, the EIPs will no longer contain the bonus CRU points, and nor will you get those as well as a bonus. So yes, the fun times are coming to an end where we are getting our wonderful CRU as bonus points. So don't delay. I mean, we have still got a handful more days to get those as bonus points. After February the 1st, there will be no more, only unless you are going to have a, for example, an installment package, right? So in the UGPay Group, there's only a main account. This is what you use for paying packages, and a certificate account where your balance of your WCRU will be shown. Now, to be able to increase your tokens, you can purchase and get some specials by being an elite club member. Now, we have been talking back and forth about the elite club, you know, what it includes, who it's for, who it shouldn't be for. We're going to make sure that we know that you're fully aware. Is this elite club for you? So let's go to the next slide. Thank you so much. Okay, so to be able to increase your tokens to get some extra, you know, we always give some discounts in this company. The Elite Club is how you would do it, right? It's a membership right? And you pay for the certain membership. And because you're part of an elite club, it's similar to the VIP club, but this is specifically for the UGPay Group. What will you get? What are the benefits? What are the great things that you will get as being part of this elite club member? You will be able to participate on various projects with exclusive terms. There are always things that are coming up in our company, and we never know what's ahead. Sometimes we like to guess when we think we know, and but you know what? We really don't, because they're very good at keeping things under wraps, right? So we don't know what the new projects may be, but when they do come up, being the elite club member will give you benefits to get onto those various projects in future. Also, your participation in the promotions that they'll have, specific promotions will only be for certain clubs and certain members, and for elite club, they will have their own promotions too, where only the elite club members are allowed to participate. Also, you can become part of the elite club of investors and receive some great benefits. Now, in your back office, in the back office, there's the banner that's on the top there. Just There's some circles on the banner, and you just press onto the circles, and what they will do is move the banner to the next one, and then you will see the banner that talks about the elite club. If you press on that, what will happen is it will open up and give you all the different packages and the different discounts that you can get from those packages. So if you haven't seen that already, after this webinar, make sure that you go and have a look at the banner and see just what the fantastic discounts are of being part of the elite club. So it's most of the packages that are available give you some discounts. So I thought it would only be if you're spending thousands and thousands, but no, I was wrong. So I was very pleasantly surprised when I clicked on that banner and saw all the discounts as being part of the elite club. So I'm definitely, and I just got verified, and so I'm definitely going to get my elite club membership. Now, let me tell you that the time to buy that elite club membership is now, because there's going to be some prices for the elite club, and they will change over time. Have a look. If you're not in the elite club, around, the moderators will send some links in the chat right now, where you can sign up for the elite club or register to be in the elite club and get some information about it. So have a look in your chats right now and see if there's some link. If it's not there, it'll be there momentarily. Now, right now, it's the cheapest time to buy it. During like stage 1 and 2, the cost of the elite club is going to be 100 units. Now, we don't know the date, we don't know the stage, but as the stage changes, the elite club cost is going to change as well. So the next change, it's going to go from 100 units to a whopping 1,000 units. And we don't know when that change is going to be, but it's going to be around about stage 3 to stage 4. So it is the best time to get that benefit for yourself, and it's for the whole year. That 100 units, it's your subscription to Elite Club for the whole year. So partners, I definitely think that this is a great thing. Get in early. Level 3, stage 3 and 4, around about there. Whilst it's 1,000 units to be part of that club, it will then move around about stage 5. We don't know the exact date, but it will move to 10,000 units. And that will be the membership for a whole year too. Now, partners, do you remember we had something very similar to this before we rolled out the CRU program? And it wasn't even part of a club. It was just the entry. It was just the entry to buy a package, a course, and get the CRU as a bonus. Now, does anyone remember just that entry fee, how many units that cost us at the very, very beginning of the CRU program. I'm watching the chat to see if any, yes, William's surname, oh, you went too fast. William with the surname starts with C, 400 units. Yes, and then Patricia Gilzian, it did go up to 700. Now, these were just entry fees. So 100 units for the Elite Club is a fantastic offer, partners. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. Thanks so much. Lots of news happening. So let's talk about the VIP club, right? So in parallel with the launch of our WCRU, lots of things are changing, right? There is a grace period that some of you have enjoyed. That grace period is coming to an end. All good things come to an end, right? So as of January the 18th, that date is passed, a full VIP club subscription is required if you are purchasing any of the products that contain those wonderful bonus CRU points. And payments for the goods for your VIPs, CRU installment payments arranged until January the 12th. Okay, so we've got to make sure that, so I think those are still available now. Let me know if the installments are still available. Can someone let me know in the chat? Because I didn't check that this morning. That date of January the 12th has passed. So accruals for the affiliate program, when your partners pay for products containing the CRU points. So remember those little bonuses that you get as well in your back office, you won't get those as well. Those have come to an end. Now, for the VIP club, you're still going to get no installments. Okay, there's no one. Okay, so that date has passed, partners. So in the future, for the VIP club, you will still get, there will still be some offers for being a VIP club member, but in the future, if you need to think, just thinking about the UGPay Group, you do not have to have a VIP club membership to pay for goods that are in the UGPay Group, the tab there. You don't need a VIP membership for the Evorich packages as well. We've got some wonderful courses there that we're going to go over, and also in the Academy of the Private Investor for those courses as well. You don't need to have a VIP club membership, okay, partners? So don't fret if you're thinking you want to buy some of those packages and you're not a VIP member. They're not required for that. So that's just to confirm. Now, if you need any information about the VIP, there should be something in the chats right now. The moderators will put something in the chat for you if you need some more information about being a VIP member. Okay, so we've got a lot of information in the chat. Okay, and any of your questions, just put them in the Q&A section, everyone, because the chat is going quite fast and we can't keep up with that. So there's a Q&A section, and if we don't get through all of those Q&As today, then what will happen is the moderators will take down all of those questions and we'll get some answers for you during the week. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. Thanks so much. The global unit pay. This has been so exciting in the last couple of weeks. Now, let me know by way of the chat, let me know how many of you have already registered in global unit pay. Thank you, moderator, for all those links. Okay, I see a few no's, not yet, delays. Okay. Okay, great. So for those of you who are watching and you don't know what global unit pay is, it is a payment system, and you can have, the moderators will put a link in the chats right now, if you haven't registered, you can go ahead and register, but this is an instruction for you. When you're registering, please use the same email that you have in the back office. When you're normally trying to log into our back office, use that same email. However, you can make yourself up a different password, right? And when you're registering, try to use a very complex password. It must be at least 8 characters, right? And at least one uppercase and one lowercase. Use a variation of numbers, use some symbols, make it very hard for someone to hack, right? So be as creative as you can and make sure that you know what it is. Okay, so to register, you should have got the link. It is at gtinet.ch. And also in the back office, once you register, there should have been a link for you to go into the UGPay group. In the news, you will find a PDF. Right now, if you haven't seen the news yet and you want the PDF, there's also, I think, moderators, can we get the PDF into all of the chats right now? That would be great. So if you miss the PDF that's going to be put into the chats right now, you can also locate this in the back office, right? Have a look in the news, scroll down if you until you to get to that particular news, because there's a lot of uGain stuff at the moment there. So just filter through and find the global unit pay. And when you're there, you'll find the instructions on a PDF. Now, these instructions, don't be overwhelmed. Open the instructions up and don't be in a rush. Don't even try to go into chats and say, who can help me with number 1? Who can help me with number 2? Because they will give you the instructions. Okay, so no one is going to hand feed you here. The instructions have been painstakingly put together for us by our wonderful corporate staff. So please use it and go through every single thing. Don't rush, take your time. There's no cause for you to rush this process, step by step, and complete that until you have finished it. If you need some help, you can always ask someone who is your upline that's already done the process. Maybe some of your downline have already done the process as well. But what I did was I logged in and I followed the instructions. I feel that I was one of the last people in the world to do it, but I'm sure I'm not. So I did that, and I found that it was a very easy process. There was a portion where it was, taking my video when I had to look, and I had to look left and front and this way again. And so it took a video of me, and also I had to get my passport and show my passport to the computer. So you have to make sure that your computer, when you're doing this, has a camera, right? So it has the ability to see. Otherwise, there are some other ways that you can, rectify this. You can upload a picture instead. So let's go to the next slide, please. So just follow those step-by-step instructions, partners. They are great instructions, and also there is a video that Yulia did floating around. If anyone's got that, can they also put that in the chat, please? That will be absolutely wonderful. Now, actually, can I just, before I go on, I do want to, someone did ask me something about global unit pay today, and they did say, do we have to apply for global unit pay? This is a payment system, a way for you to get money in and money out, but it's not compulsory, right? You don't have to. You don't have to use that. There are other ways to get money into the system. And in the UGPay back office, there is also a way you click on the UGPay and you click on to top up, right? And then on top up, have a look, and you will be able to see that you can top up with your card. Okay, there is a 6.5% commission on that, but that is another way that you can top up if you don't go through the global unit pay system. Okay, partners, thank you so much. Now, let's talk about our New Year's promotion. So last year we got an incredible gift, right, from our CEO. We in the very first week of January, and this is another gift from our CEO to you as well. This promotion, and it's running out very fast, right? It is coming to an end on January the 31st. Become an agent 15 days from the date that you start registration, and what you will receive on top of your normal bonuses within that marketing plan, you will get an extra 200 units and 3,500 CRU points as a bonus as well. This is worth 1,000 units at this current stage. So this is absolutely fantastic. Remember, this ends at the end of this month. Now, if you are a consultant in January, until the end of this month, you've got time to do that. You will receive 1,000 units on top of your normal bonuses that you get for the marketing plan. You will receive 1,000 units and a whopping 35,000 CRU points as a bonus. Now, right now, that is worth around about 9,000 units at this stage. So this is a great promotion. These are great gifts for you to, embrace. Get on this bandwagon and go for it. You've got a few more days. Can I get a in the chat? Can you let me know if you are running on this promotion? Just say yes if you are running on this promotion. Okay, congratulations to Sudip, Ramesh Kumar, Toyin. Wonderful. These people are all running for this promotion. Congratulations to you. Anyone else? Okay, so if you are unsure about how to get to agent, there are many more. Yes, you're right, Neil. There are so many more. I know that there's some teams here in Queensland and Logan that are going crazy on this promotion. So partners, if you don't know how to become an agent or how to become a consultant in the Evorich marketing plan, you can get that in your partners tools. There in the back office. Okay, so get that in the partners tools. Also, I have seen a wonderful PDF that Ainsley did with illustrations, right? With illustrations. So if you can get a copy of that, you are a very lucky person, because I circulate that PDF. It's wonderful. Ask Ainsley very nicely, if she's connected to you, if you could have that illustrated bonus plan, and then that will let you know how the steps to become an agent and the steps to become a consultant. Let me tell you that when I first started over 3 years and so many months ago, I wanted to present in this company, but at that time you weren't allowed to present if you were a newbie, and I was told by my upline that I had to be a consultant before I was allowed the PowerPoint, right? So I said, could I please have the PowerPoint so I can, share this wonderful opportunity with my friends and family? And they said, no, you must become a consultant first, and then you will get the PowerPoint. So I wasn't given $1,000 unit bonus back in those days, right? I wasn't given that. And I was not given 35,000 points of any kind of, crypto unit points back then. What I was going to get for being consultant was a PowerPoint. right? A PowerPoint. And I ran like crazy and I became a consultant in like 2 weeks because I wanted this PowerPoint. So what I'm saying to you is if you really want something, I didn't know how to make PowerPoints in those days, but if you really want something and it's really valuable to you, then you will go and do the action, right? So good luck to all of you who are doing that promotion. You have a handful of days left. All the best for you. I know you can do it. Go 2021. This is your year. And don't forget, don't stop, right? At the end of January, carry on. Just keep going and going and going because we still have the express promotion that we delivered to you on the 28th of December. Remember, we spoke about the express promotion. That is still carrying on until the end of September. So while you've got your momentum partners, just keep going. Don't stop, just keep pushing forward. Okay, so all the best for both of those promotions, partners. I know we're going to see a lot of rank advancements because of it. End of August, Neil Morrison. Okay, I do remember seeing. Can we get one of our wonderful support staff to just clarify? Are we 30th of September on that express promo or the end of August? Just double check. I know we've got some of our customer support staff, wonderful staff here. Maybe Ainsley can. Okay. Well, then if I stand corrected, thank you so much for that clarification. Okay, next slide, please. Thank you, moderators. Now, who has been, this is wonderful, who has been in the back office of the Evorich tab and had a look at all the courses that are available there? So let me know in the chat. Okay, Jimmy has. We have all these different levels of training. Now, what I like about this new system now is that we have Evorich and we have Academy of the Private Investor. And the courses now, if you look at Academy of the Private Investor, they're going to be courses that are dealing with finances and investments. And in Evorich, they were just going to be courses that deal with how to grow your business, things that you will learn to create a business and also to leadership, motivation, self-development, all these things that you need to help in your business. So it's great that they separate the two. I love the theme of that. Evorich is a marketing business. And, it's an umbrella with many different projects. So as partners with Evorich, we need to know how to represent and grow our business in any of the different projects that are available to us. So have a look at your back office. There are certain levels there that you can undertake. So level 1, suitable for those who want to learn how to set their goals and how to achieve them. So what happens is all the levels start at 1 and then you progress to the next level. So we have 4 different levels. So don't be in a rush to do it. Make sure you start from the very first level and make sure that you get all of those particular courses. You've got to tick them all off because sometimes we think we've done everything, but there are some things that we just have forgotten to do, and that can be holding you back in your business, right? Because there's no one in our business today that doesn't need to still learn, right? Even Andrey himself will say that I still need to learn, and he loves to learn. And there are so many of us that want to immerse ourselves into all of this education and arm ourselves with the knowledge. Right? I learn as well, and I do a lot of courses outside the courses that I do here as well. And my calendar is chock-a-block with courses from places all over the world. So, and I love learning about different things. So we have these in our back office. So, you can put your own, you get bonuses and you can put them back into your own company by purchasing the courses that are available here as well. So have a look at level 1. Also, we'll talk about dreams, and maybe you don't even know your dream. There's some great formulas that they've used in this company on how you can actually focus and realize what your dreams and what your goals really are. You may not think it today, but when you write these things down, there's a certain, a kind of strategy, and you write them all down and you give them all, how could I say, you rate them, right? You rate them in importance, right? Not priority, but in, how important they are to you. And what will happen is you will actually find that your dreams or your goals will come out in the number. And sometimes you may be quite surprised. I really was when I did that as part of marathon last year. In our very first few weeks, I was very surprised what was really important to me. You think you know it, but unless you get these down and write them all down, itemize them, prioritize them, and maybe give them a rating as well, you really probably don't realize what's deep down inside, that what is really important to you. So those are normally the level 1 trainings. Now level 2, this is where you will create your business plan, right? Your dreams, how to the dreams that you have in your life, how big your dreams are going to be and how you're going to reach those dreams. Also, it will teach you about business, how to conduct meetings, how to negotiate with others, how to get along with people as well. The most important thing in business is that we are dealing, with people, and we have to learn how to deal with people. So there are some wonderful courses that make part of level 2 as well. Let's take a look at the level 3 training on the next slide. Thanks. Thank you so much. Now, after you study level 1 and 2, level 3 will be the next course that you have in mind, because you want to make sure that you complete the whole series of courses, and then you know that you've finished like the business course, the Evorich business course, because this is going to be a prerequisite too. When people are talking to you in the business, and that they'll ask you, they'll say, oh, okay, and have you done the Evorich training? And you want to be able to say, yeah, I've completed all the levels, right? So this is another thing. Remember my bio at the beginning, how I showed you that we have all of these courses that we study, and we add that to our bio. This is exactly one of those things that you want to add to your bio as well. So level 3, the study material you can find here is talking about your life balance. I remember we did a wheel in marathon, and that was quite incredible, very eye-opening. Develop your psycho-emotional state, and learn the art of storytelling. Now, storytelling definitely is an art. It's not just about, talking about yourself from when you were a baby to when you were a child to when you were, an adult, and then what am I doing now? That kind of story is not going to be something that people will want to listen to. There's an art of telling the story, and I've only known that really in the last year and maybe a year and a half, when I've been going to these courses, right, that the company has made available to us. One of the courses that I did was in London, and there's a few of us on the call here tonight. The company flew us all the way to London, all expenses paid. Wonderful. We met a wonderful trainer called Andrey Harrington, and he also gave us another way to tell your story. For those of you who were at GoPro, there was another couple of speakers there that also gave you some ideas as to how you can tell your story as well. If you remember who those speakers were, partners that went to GoPro, can you put those speakers from GoPro into the chat? And also, I do know that if you were part of Marathon, Marshall Nyanzima also did a segment on storytelling as well. So this is very important, because what I like about storytelling is when you're presenting the business to someone, if they can connect to you, then they want to be with you. Then they'll follow you in business, right? Pat Quinn, thank you, Pascal. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was Pat Quinn. And then I think there was another gentleman who had I forgot his name. But they adopted a couple of children. So if anyone remembers his name, can you put that in the chat too? Okay. Pete Vargas, that's it. Pete Vargas. Thank you, Dr. Miguel. Yes, that was a very emotional and touching story. So partners, I remember watching a presentation that our local leaders in Australia did, and in those particular webinars, we normally have about 4 leaders that come out and talk about their story. And what's so great about having a few people come out and talk about their story before they present a few of their slides is that someone in the audience is going to connect with one of them, right? Someone in the audience is actually going to make a connection. And so that particular night, I was actually listening to the story of one of our local leaders in Australia. Her name's Carmen. And her story absolutely touched my heart. And I tell you, if I wasn't already in the business, I would have signed up just from listening to what Carmen had to say in her story as well. Because she talked about being a mother, but then being a young grandmother. And she realized that she had to help her children look after her children. We call them mokos in our language. And she said that she thought that that was it for her life. That was it, and things had changed. I don't want to spoil her story by telling it, but that's where she thought that was it for her. But now that she's met, whoever introduced her to this company, she's come into this company, she's embraced it, she's um, learning everything she can, immersing herself into the courses. Now she knows that there's a world of things available to her. I mean, I can tell you, I love my grandchildren, but there are also so many things out there for you to be so passionate about. So that is level 3 is going to be great for you. It's going to, you're going to find some emotions and things that you never knew about yourself. And business doesn't mean that you have to be very strict and very strategic and very authoritative. Actually, business, it's quite the opposite, because when you're dealing with people, you have to be lovable, you have to be likable, you have to be real, and it's these kinds of leaders because leadership is not telling people what to do, right? Leadership is helping people do be the best that they can be to get the job done, right? Because we all have a job to do. And if you're leading people, and we all have a job to do. But what you want to do is make that person the absolute best person they can do to get whatever it is that they need to do done. And that is what makes a great leader. So let's look at level 4. Level 4, the end of your course, right? So once you get to this, okay, level 4, and I'm done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so immerse yourself in this learning. This is it. This will wrap up the whole series for you. In level 4, what you will do is you will learn to become a multi-level crowd investor master and create a huge team of successful people. So have a look at level 4. There are rows and rows and rows and rows of different courses. I have had so much enjoyment of doing many of our courses in the back office. I enjoyed the 80 courses I think we did in Marathon last year. And as I said, I do a lot of studying outside our business as well. So I love the fact that we can, do the courses, study in our own time. If we have questions, we're lucky because we always have people that have done this. We have our mentors, and also we have people in our GoPro, training. We're doing that for a whole year. We have our support systems in place there, and we can ask these people, reach out and ask these people for help as well. So partners, that is our Evorich training. Make sure you do the whole 4 levels so you can add that to your bio. And I always hope that one day we'll get badges for all of these levels. Imagine how wonderful a nice gold shiny badge would look with the words Evorich on it. And because I love collecting badges, I've got my blue one on tonight. And a lot of times I do sport my green API one. I'm very proud of that one. It did take a lot of time to get that one, going all the way to Belarus. So partners, enjoy all of that study. I know that you will love it and you will become better people for it. So let's go on to the next slide. Thank you, partners. Now, some of you may have noticed that the corporate trainings have been suspended. Now, what we call these our school for partners as well. Those have been suspended for now, Tuesdays and Thursdays, but the education department are working on a new series of training for us in future. So soon we will see some more company presentations. Again, Annette will deliver the Evorich one next week, Saturday, 12 p.m. Moscow time. Also, you'll see a new format for the conferences. We're going to have some training webinars. There's always a lot of training. If you have people that are constantly in your business that are constantly saying, I don't know what's happening, make sure that you tell them to go into the back office, log into their account, go into the back office and read the news, because in the news they will get invited to many of the webinars. If they're not in the news, make sure they look in the messages and they will get their invitations there. So make sure that you also train your your partners, your guests in your business, your downline, your structure, whatever you want to call it. Make sure that you help them by making sure that they help themselves as well, because that way you make them more independent, okay? Because you can't study for them, and it's going to become very detrimental that they know these things for themselves. So please, sometimes you just have to be cruel to be kind, right? Who agrees with that? Give me a plus if exactly, Ainsley. Exactly. Have a look at what Ainsley said in the chat. Yep. Lots of pluses, wonderful partners. I know in your hearts, I know you always want to help people, but you have to teach them to help themselves. Okay. Thank you for your support. Now let's go to the next slide. Thank you, moderators. Now, this is the part where we would have had the wonderful Annette Martinzone with us today, but because of technical issues, we're going to have to delay this training. So could we please, instead of that training, could we just go to the slide that has, let me see. The uGain slide. So that's a few. So we're going to have to go forward a bit, our moderators. So let's go to the uGain slide. I'll give you a few seconds to get there because Annette is not here with us tonight to present us this. So you're all getting a sneak peek of what's going to be next week. So Annette's worked really hard on delivering that, delivering this for us. So we definitely want to give her the opportunity to present it to you next week. So partners, it is the date. Have any of you, can I ask, have any of you already started? Can we go to the uGain slide? Thank you. Have any of you started the uGain test yet? Now, uGain, we had one test. Yes. Ramesh Kumar, Chris Craswell, yes. Tom hasn't. Okay, and some of you have completed test one, yes. Now, if you have completed the uGain test one, moderator, can you advance to the uGain slide, which is the slide after my, which is slide 38, thanks. Slide 38, thank you so much. Now, partners, regarding uGain, back in September, I think it was, well, last year we did a test, and it was, yep, thank you so much. We did the uGain test then. For those of you who had done it, have done it, and those of you who haven't or are new to the business since then, all the best for you. Yes, September, thank you so much, Chris. We had nearly 90 questions in that exam. Okay, I'm not sure how many questions are in this new exam, because they did say to us, if you have done the exam from September, right? If you have done that already, if you are on the list, there's list A and list B, then you don't have to do, if you've got 50% and above, then you don't have to do the second test. Okay, so 2 tests are not compulsory. If you've done one and you've passed it, then you don't have to do this test that's available right now. Now, there's an extension on this test. I did write it down, and I think I've misplaced it, but it should be the 25th till 5 p.m. The test is going to be available Moscow time. So the 25th, which is a few more days from now, with 23rd, so a couple more days, and it will end around about promptly, I'm not going to say around about, promptly at 5 p.m. Moscow time. So you must be a VIP member to take this test, right? So you have to be a VIP club member. The test, the course material is all free, but the value there is over $3,000 worth of value. There's 35 hours plus of courses there. And being a VIP club member means that you get all of that training absolutely free. Now, you can find the training in your API tab, right? And click on not EIPs, click on education, right? And then in the left-hand side column, you'll see the uGain course material. Now, when you click on it, scroll down, and what you can do is you'll have access to all of the videos, right? You click on it and they take you to YouTube. What I did is I saved all the videos, right? I wrote them all down on one document. And so I'll just give you some hints and tips the day I took the test. So I had watched all the courses first, but then on the day of the test, I had a list of all the YouTube, and I had written down, session 1 and what were the main points in there as well. And number 2, and I also had all the PowerPoints open as well, because they give you that access. So not only do you have the videos, but you also have the PowerPoints, and there is also a booklet about 40 pages long. One of our partners, Bree from here in Queensland, said that she enjoyed going through that booklet, and this is what really helped her by going through that 40-page booklet. Again, it's in the same page where all the videos are, where all the training courses are. In your back office, you'll see it says something about some course material. You click on it and you download the PDF. There's about 40 pages, and it goes through every single course. So have all of these resources open while you're doing the test, and then take your time, because the test is you're allocated 3 hours. Is that correct, Rosin? Let me know if that's 3 hours for the test. And if anyone has done the test, can you let us know how many questions there are? Okay, thanks, Ainsley. Yes, 3 hours you're allocated for, so don't rush. And thank you for that confirmation. About 60, 61 questions. Thank you, uh, Mai. Thank you so much. Right. So partners, the test is shorter by about 30 questions than the one that we did. You still get 3 hours. So take your time. If you get stuck on something, then refer back to all of your resources to help you out. And also, Ainsley just said, read the questions carefully. Read the questions carefully and don't overthink it. Okay, great advice. Thank you so much. The Raj, the test is available now. Okay, so make sure that if you don't know where the test is, can someone put in the chat how they can locate the test? Okay, yes, the link, it should be in your back office. It should be in your API tab where you go for your messages. Okay. So everyone, if you were in list A, have you attempted the test before but failed? If you did fail, if you didn't get 50% on the first test, can you make sure that you do this test? Right? If you were not on list A or B and you had done the first test, but you find that you're not on either of the lists, in some cases, partners, you may not have pressed the last button to upload your information. Yes, you would have finished the test, but there was also a confirmation button right at the end and you may not have pressed that. So I would just say that if you didn't see yourself on those first two lists, just go and do the test again. Okay, go and do that test again, just to make sure that you do not miss out, because uGain is going to be amazing. It's so exciting. And if you want to be a promoter, we need you on board. We want to get at least 90,000 promoters. So we want you to join us as well. We're going to have so much fun when we all start going out there and offering our wonderful services to those entrepreneurs out there that really do need our help. So let's go to the next slide. Thank you, moderators. Okay, partners, so this is a breakdown of our webinars every Saturday. Now, some of you may get confused and not actually realize that there is a bit of a program of how the Saturday webinars actually go. And this program is actually repeated month after month after month. And this is how it goes. The first week of the month, we have a summary webinar. And in the summary webinar, everyone is invited. So all of our partners are invited to the summary webinar. It doesn't matter what rank you are or how many packages, amount of packages that you've bought in our company. Everyone's included, and even your guests are included as well. You can invite them to our summary webinars. So what the summary webinar does is it goes over what we've done in the past month. It gives us some project news, up-to-date project news, and gives us any new promotions that are happening. Also, they'll go over some of the financial news as well. And we may be even lucky to have Maria update us on some of the blockchain news. So that's a summary webinar. It's always the first Saturday of every single month. Now, the close webinar is every second Saturday of the month, right? So that is the closed webinar. Now, who can tell me who gets an invitation to the closed webinar? And I'll watch out in the chat. Okay, consultants and above. Thank you, Ainsley. So consultants and above, or anyone who has purchased a package in our company that is 1,000 plus. Okay, so for those partners, they will get an invitation to our closed webinar. Now, at the closed webinar, we also have to sign an NDA agreement, and you'll notice that in the back office where you once signed, it will be unsigned, and you have to sign it again before every closed webinar. Right? If it needs to be signed, you'll see that you have to sign it again. So once you sign it, you will get your invitation to the closed webinar. This is what we also lovingly refer to as our closed club. Right? You get all the information there, very important information there that is only for a special group of people. So we get investment department news, we get a full report on the assets in the global investment portfolio for the past month. We get the updated valuation, and then we get a report on Cryptounit and other, some of the other projects, the UGPay, Evorich, the STO, and any exclusive news of the company that is for you only. Right? Once we listen, whatever we listen to at Closed Club, just like last week, Closed Club, when Andrey was speaking to us, don't repeat that stuff outside of Closed Club, remember? Okay, so that is just for our information only. Okay, so thank you, partners. Thank you for keeping that information to yourself. Now, let's look at the third Saturday of the month. Okay, that's the Saturday. Okay, so on the third Saturday of the month, which is normally this Saturday, I mean, right now we should be enjoying a presentation that Annette would be giving as well. But this is normally the Saturday that the ambassadors, or maybe the project managers from the many projects that we have, will do some sort of training and give you some updates. So this is normally the third Saturday is what we save for that specific training. So educational topics, leadership, development and Evorich, or some of our partners projects. So for example, the uGain project, or maybe the digital doubles, that might, that we might get information and training about that. That is what we save this particular Saturday for. And partners, the fourth Saturday of the month is training as well, but this training is by ambassadors or maybe project managers, but it's only for the leaders, right? So everyone else gets the Saturday off, right? Go and have a great time and watch a movie, eat some popcorn. But for our leaders, you come on back for the fourth Saturday of the month, because that training is specifically for you. Okay, so we want to make sure that we give you all the information, anything that you need to know to arm yourself as a leader in this company for the month going ahead. So partners, that is the breakdown of the Saturday webinars. So this is, and I hope some of you penny is just dropping for some of you right now, and you're going, oh, okay, is that how it works? It's been the same way for as long as I can remember. Okay, so partners, let's have a look at what our next slide is. I hope that brings some clarification, some clarity, should I say, on what normally happens every month for every Saturday. Okay, do we actually have a video? I don't think there is a video attached to that, but if there is, you're most welcome to play it. I think that this would be the closing out video, partners. So that's what that slide is for. So everyone, the time now is, we've just been over an hour that I've been so grateful to spend this hour with you and give you the updates. And thank you so much to all of those of you, in the chats that also helped along and make this very interactive as well. There's so many new things that are happening. I look forward to the training next Saturday as well with Annette, and also with our ambassadors. Annette's training will be at 12 p.m. and then we will have the special training ambassadors and just the local leaders at 3 p.m. So we will see you all again, if not on social media, and in our various chats where I see many of you. Thank you, Arnold. You have a great day. So all of you go and enjoy the rest of your day. If you're in Europe, if you're in the USA, good morning to you. And if you're in the lower half of the world, have a good evening. New Zealand, get to bed. Thank you so much to all of our translators and also to everyone who makes this webinar possible. Thank you so much. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.